Dubai, the city of gold. Every year, billions of dollars worth of gold pass through its famous Gold Souk. But on one quiet night in 2025, something happened that no one thought was possible. When traders arrived the next morning, they found the vault doors wide open. 80 gold bars, worth nearly $50 million, were gone. No alarms were triggered. No locks were broken. No guards saw anything. It was as if the gold had simply vanished. The only clue left behind: a single pair of clean latex gloves, neatly placed on an empty shelf, like a calling card from whoever pulled it off. Police say this wasn't a smash and grab. It was surgical, precise, the work of professionals who knew exactly what they were doing, and exactly when to strike. Was this an inside job, a rival trader's sabotage, or the perfect heist carried out by an international crew that's still out there, planning their next move? This is the story of the most daring gold robbery Dubai has ever seen. Dubai, known worldwide as the City of Gold. At the heart of its old district lies the Gold Souk, a labyrinth of narrow alleys lined with shop windows that glitter day and night. Thousands of tourists visit every day, taking selfies in front of displays stacked with gold necklaces, bars, and coins. But beyond the shopfronts lies the real heart of the souk, the vaults. These high-security vaults store hundreds of millions of dollars worth of gold, protected by biometric access, laser motion detectors, and round-the-clock guards. They are considered among the most secure places in the world. And one of the most respected traders in the souk, Abdul Rahman Al Mansour, was about to make history. For months, Abdul Rahman had been negotiating one of the biggest deals of his career, a $50 million international gold sale involving multiple investors from Europe and Asia. The gold had been carefully inspected, weighed, and stacked inside his private vault, ready for transport the following morning. Everything was running like clockwork. His staff worked late into the night, double-checking inventories and sealing the vault under tight security. By midnight, the souk was quiet. Security footage showed nothing out of the ordinary, just guards doing their rounds and the alleyways emptying as the city went to sleep. But behind the calm exterior, something was brewing. Earlier that week, there had been strange incidents: a false fire alarm that cleared the building for 10 minutes, a power outage that briefly shut down cameras in one corridor, and an unexplained system glitch that forced a manual reset of the security software. At the time, they were dismissed as coincidences, but they weren't, because those incidents may have been test runs, dry rehearsals for something much bigger. By 1 a.m., the souk was silent, its heavy gates locked. No one knew that somewhere inside, the most audacious heist Dubai had ever seen was about to begin. And by sunrise, Abdul Rahman's vault would be empty, the gold gone, the cameras showing nothing but darkness, and the entire city asking the same question: how do you rob one of the most secure vaults in the world without leaving a single trace? June 3, 2025, sunrise over Dera, Dubai. The Gold Souk was just beginning to wake up. Shopkeepers rolled up shutters, security guards changed shifts, and the first tourists started to trickle in. But when Abdul Rahman's team arrived at his private vault, something immediately felt wrong. The heavy steel door, normally sealed with biometric locks, was wide open. At first, they thought it was a mistake. Perhaps a staff member had opened it early. But when they stepped inside, their worst fear became reality. The shelves were empty. 80 gold bars, worth nearly $50 million, were gone. There was no sign of forced entry. The door had not been cut, drilled, or blown open. The biometric scanner was fully functional. It was as if the vault had been opened by someone who had the correct access. The scene was eerie, almost surgical. Nothing else was disturbed. No tools were left behind. No fingerprints on the vault handle. The only thing out of place was a single pair of clean latex gloves, carefully placed on one of the empty shelves, as if the thieves wanted investigators to know they'd been there. Security footage only deepened the mystery. Cameras had gone offline for exactly 14 minutes during the night. When they came back online, the vault was already empty, the door closed, and the alleyways outside silent. No alarms had been triggered. No guards reported hearing anything unusual. By mid-morning, Dubai police had arrived and locked down the entire souk. Shops were closed, staff questioned, and every second of CCTV footage reviewed frame by frame. Within hours, the story hit the news. $50 million gold heist at Dubai Gold Souk, no signs of break-in. The case became an instant sensation. Headlines around the world called it the perfect robbery. Social media lit up with theories. How had someone bypassed some of the most advanced security in the world? Who could have gained access to the biometric codes? And most disturbing of all, was the thief still in Dubai? are already halfway around the world with millions in stolen gold. For Abdul Rahman, what was supposed to be the biggest sale of his career had turned into a nightmare, a crime that threatened to ruin his reputation and shake trust in Dubai's gold trade. And for investigators, the discovery was just the beginning of a chase that would lead them far beyond the souk, into the shadowy world of global gold smuggling and cybercrime. The discovery of the empty vault left investigators with one mission: find out how $50 million in gold could vanish without a trace. The first breakthrough came from the security system logs. Forensic IT teams discovered that at 1:46 a.m., the system was accessed using a valid admin-level login, the highest clearance possible. This disabled the alarms and cameras for exactly 14 minutes, long enough for the thieves to move all 80 gold bars. But here's where it gets stranger: the login credentials belonged to an employee who hadn't been at work that night. When police tried to contact him, they found his apartment empty and his phone switched off. He had last been seen boarding a flight to Istanbul hours before the heist, but records showed he never arrived. Crime scene investigators found almost nothing: no broken locks, no stray tools, no footprints on the polished marble floor. But under UV light, they detected a faint residue on the shelves, a rare type of industrial lubricant used in high-speed drilling rigs. This suggested the thieves had brought specialized equipment, possibly to remove gold bars quickly and silently. And then there were the gloves. They were clean on the outside, but forensic experts lifted a partial print from the inside lining. When run through international databases, it matched a man with ties to a European jewel heist crew that had been active in France and Switzerland just 2 years earlier. Even though the vault cameras were disabled, investigators pulled footage from surrounding alleys. At 2:05 a.m., right in the middle of the blackout, a black van was caught on a traffic camera near the souk, parked with its lights off. Minutes later, it drove away toward Dubai International Airport. Dubai police reviewed passenger data from flights departing that night. Several individuals connected to the souk employees' phone records left Dubai within hours, 2 on separate flights to Europe, 1 to Turkey. Interpol was alerted, and a red notice was issued for 3 suspects believed to have been part of the heist crew. Within 72 hours, investigators noticed unusual gold trading activity on the international market, sudden shipments of unregistered gold moving through free trade zones in Asia. Authorities believe at least part of the stolen gold was melted down and remarked before being smuggled out. Taken together, the evidence pointed to one thing: this wasn't a random robbery. It was a highly coordinated, professional operation involving inside access, cybercrime, and an international smuggling network. And as the clues piled up, investigators began to suspect that Dubai's Gold Souk heist was just one piece of a much bigger puzzle, a series of gold thefts stretching across multiple countries. The hunt for the crew and the missing $50 million had officially gone global. The evidence was damning, but it didn't answer the most important question: who planned the perfect heist? Here are the leading theories investigators and the public have debated since the day of the robbery. The simplest and most popular theory is that this was an inside job. The stolen admin login, the precise 14-minute security blackout, and the fact that no alarms triggered, all point to someone with detailed knowledge of the vault's systems. Was the missing employee the mastermind, or just the fall guy? Some investigators believe he sold the access codes to a professional heist crew, then disappeared to collect his share of the gold. Abdul Rahman was on the verge of closing one of the largest gold deals in Dubai's history. Some of his competitors had reportedly lost millions in failed bids against him. Could rival traders have orchestrated the heist to sabotage his deal, ruin his reputation, and scare off his international buyers? This theory gained traction after rumors surfaced that some competitors made massive profits on gold price spikes immediately after the theft. The fingerprints on the gloves linking to a European jewel heist crew suggest this may have been the work of an international gold smuggling ring. Interpol has long tracked networks that specialize in melting down stolen gold, remarking it, and moving it through black markets in Asia and Africa. If this is true, the Dubai heist may have been just one stop in a global operation worth hundreds of millions. Some believe the crew behind this heist could be the same phantom thieves suspected in multiple unsolved robberies in Paris, Zurich, and Hong Kong. The precision, the lack of evidence, and the surgical timing match their MO. If so, they may already be planning their next job, and this may not be the last time Dubai sees their work. The most controversial theory is that the heist was staged. Some skeptics claim that Abdul Rahman could have arranged the theft himself to claim insurance money and cover massive business debts. There is no hard evidence supporting this, but the idea persists online, fueling conspiracy videos and comment debates. Each theory adds a layer of complexity, revenge, greed, betrayal, or international crime. And the truth might be even darker. A combination of multiple motives converging on a single night to pull off one of the most flawless gold robberies in modern history. Until the crew is caught and the gold is recovered, Dubai's Gold Souk remains haunted by one question: who pulled off the perfect heist? The Dubai Gold Souk heist sent shockwaves across the UAE and quickly became an international headline. The morning after the robbery, the usually bustling Gold Souk was silent. Dozens of shops closed their shutters out of respect and fear. Police sealed off entire alleyways, turning one of Dubai's busiest tourist attractions into a crime scene. By midday, headlines around the world read, $50 million gold heist in Dubai, no clues, no break-in. Social media exploded with theories, from professional jewel thieves to cyber hackers, to a Hollywood-style inside job. Hashtag Dubai Gold Heist trended globally for days. This heist wasn't just a local story. It shook Dubai's reputation as one of the safest places on earth for gold trading. Buyers overseas delayed shipments, worried about security. Insurance premiums for vault storage skyrocketed overnight. Some traders moved their gold to private facilities, fearing another inside job. And Abdul Rahman, once celebrated as a rising star in Dubai's gold trade, faced intense scrutiny. Was he careless? Or was someone inside his organization working against him? His international deal was cancelled, costing him millions. Interpol escalated the case to a high-priority international investigation. Within weeks, raids were conducted in Turkey and Eastern Europe, leading to the seizure of several small gold shipments suspected to be part of the heist. But the bulk of the gold, nearly $40 million worth, is still missing. Meanwhile, cybercrime units discovered that the same hacking technique used to disable the vault cameras had been attempted in other high-value facilities in Hong Kong, London, and Geneva, raising fears that this might be part of a global gold theft spree. The case became a sensation online. YouTube channels, TikTok accounts, and podcasts released episode after episode dissecting the 14-minute blackout, the gloves, the van near the souk. Conspiracy theories flourished. Was the gold smuggled into Africa? Was it melted down and sold as newly mined bullion? Or was it still sitting in a secret Dubai warehouse, waiting to re-enter the market? Months later, the Gold Souk has recovered its business, but something has changed. Security is tighter than ever, cameras upgraded, biometric systems replaced. But the question still haunts traders and investors. If the most secure vault in Dubai could be emptied without a single alarm, could it happen again? The heist remains one of the most sophisticated crimes in modern history, and the thieves, whoever they are still out there. And until they are caught, the Dubai Gold Souk heist will remain one of the world's most haunting unsolved mysteries. 80 gold bars, 14 minutes, no alarms, no suspects in custody. Whoever pulled off the Dubai Gold Souk heist didn't just take $50 million worth of gold, they proved they could beat one of the most secure systems in the world. Was this an inside job, a rival trader's revenge, or the work of a global crew that's still out there, planning their next big hit? And here's the most chilling part, most of the gold has never been recovered. Somewhere out there, it's been melted, remarked, and is already back on the market, hidden in plain sight. What do you think really happened that night? Was it a flawless professional job, or something even bigger, involving people no one dares to name? Drop your theory in the comments, let's see how close we can get to the truth together. And if this story kept you hooked, hit subscribe, smash the like button, and share this video with someone who loves a good mystery. Because until the crew is caught, until the gold is found, the perfect heist is still unsolved.